Welcome back, movie lovers. Today, we're diving into a bold satire where Adolf Hitler wakes up in modern Berlin, mistaken for a comedian, and surprises a nation. The movie begins when Hitler opens his eyes and finds himself in Berlin Park. He sees smoke in front of his eyes, which makes him think the enemy has attacked. His bunker was destroyed, but he actually traveled from 1942 to 2025. When he stands up, he sees big buildings around him. Looking at them, he thinks the enemy must have gone to rest. Meanwhile, three children who were playing football approach him. They ask Hitler if he is okay. He asks them the way to Fabian Street, which they tell him. Hitler wears his pride cap and starts walking from there. Meanwhile, a reporter filming those children captures Hitler in his camera, but doesn't know it. When Hitler steps onto the street, he sees many people wearing different clothes. Why is no one saluting him? Instead, everyone is taking pictures with him and laughing at him. He thinks everyone has gone crazy because of the war or the experiments he conducted on them. Meanwhile, a modern car passes by, him brushes against him and makes him dizzy. What is happening? Where has he gone? People take so many photos of him that he gets worried. He approaches a lady and asks her the date. She is so scared to see him that she sprays pepper in his eyes, causing them to burn. He goes to a nearby shop and checks the date on a newspaper there. Seeing it, he is so shocked that he falls unconscious. Meanwhile, at a news center, the CEO announces that Bellini will be the deputy head from today. Hearing this, a man named Christopher gets very angry. He was the rightful candidate for this post. He feels cheated, but no one listens to him. So he takes out his anger on a struggling reporter named Fabian, who hasn't brought any reports for days. Because of this, his boss, Christopher, fires him. Now Fabian is unemployed again. When Hitler regains consciousness, he is in the same shop and asks the owner if he kidnapped him. The owner laughs and says, "Are you shooting a movie because you look like Hitler?" Hitler declares, "I am Hitler, the world trembles before me." But the owner doesn't believe him and gives him a chocolate to eat. Hitler struggles to open it, but when he smells it, he says, "Oh, this is a peanut. Is there still a shortage of bread in Germany?" Then he starts reading a Turkish newspaper there and asks the owner if he has a German one. The owner says more people here are from Turkey, so they read this. Hearing this, Hitler says, "How can this be?" He thinks maybe Turkey has taken over Germany. As he reads the newspaper, he gathers information, learning two things. He lost World War II, and Poland is now a new country. All his hard work and money have been wasted. Meanwhile, Fabian, sad about losing his job, watches a video he recorded of himself. Then his mom comes and comforts him. "There's no need to be so sad, you'll get a new job again." In the video, he notices a man who looks like Hitler. Fabian is shocked. How can someone look like Hitler? Both are surprised. Meanwhile, when the shop owner opens the shop, Hitler is inside sleeping. The owner orders him to leave. "I can't keep you here any longer." Hitler gets angry at this. How can he order me? I'm not an ordinary man, but he leaves. The owner insults him, saying his clothes smell. Hasn't he bathed in days? Go wash them. Hitler goes to a dry cleaner and hands over all his clothes. The cleaner is surprised by how many clothes he wore. Now Hitler has no clothes to wear. He can't go out naked, so he borrows clothes from the cleaner. The combination is so odd, even Ranveer Singh would be shocked. Anyway, Fabian finds Hitler's address, the shop, with difficulty. When he returns there, he is stunned. How can someone look so much like Hitler? He gets an idea and shares it with Hitler, who likes it. Fabian will take Hitler to Germany's streets and ask people about him. What kind of person was he? Hitler suggests asking people about politics. The deal is made. Fabian borrows money from his mother, and when Hitler sees his car, he says, "What have you brought? Don't you have an armored car? How will I go in this?" But he agrees. They shoot videos on the first day. They stay in a hotel where Hitler watches television. He can't believe it. This scene is quite funny and everyone can laugh at his reaction. The next day he takes advice from others. Some criticize Hitler, calling him a monster who killed innocent people. Others approve of his migrant policies. He thinks there should be such policies today. After hearing this, Hitler realizes democracy hasn't changed. People's anger against others, especially foreigners, persists, but now they hide it. While at a farm, he plays with a puppy, but it bites his finger. Angered, he shoots it. Fabian quickly takes him away and confiscates the gun. Hitler explains his mustache, saying he kept it to look dangerous. Fabian laughs and says, "You look like a joker, like Charlie Chaplin." As they continue, Fabian runs out of money, so he places Hitler on the street to perform sketches, thinking he's a theater artist. Hitler does something else that people love, and they give him money. Did Fabian turn Hitler into a beggar? When the trip ends, Fabian posts the videos which get millions of views. The news director calls him to the office. But upon meeting Hitler, thinks he's a crazy fan because his ideas are strange. Later, Hitler visits the deputy director Bellino. He says they must meet and save Germany from foreign enemies, or it will be ruined. Bellino loves the idea and asks for his plan. They form a team to record and work on Hitler's plans. When a girl teaches Hitler about computers, he is amazed. When he learns someone took his name for an email, he gets angry. The girl was making his email ID, but Adolf Hitler was already taken. Meanwhile, Fabian gets a job as a kitchen boy. His boss, Christopher, gets an idea to make a comedy show about Hitler, turning him into a laughingstock. Here comes a twist. Christopher, angry at being passed over, deliberately causes problems by including offensive anti-Jewish content in the script. The show is live, and everyone watches Hitler. When he looks into people's eyes and speaks, the audience falls silent. They feel fear, and we see how skilled Hitler is at speaking. Instead of following the script, he says, "Today we see poverty and unemployment. We're being distracted and turned into something else. We are Germans, we must make Germany, great Germany." His speech earns a standing ovation. Christopher is unhappy, but the show skyrockets. Hitler's popularity soars. Everyone invites him to their shows. He shares his ideas everywhere. Even cabinet ministers meet him to discuss making Germany, great Germany again. But Christopher looks for a chance to stop the show and oust Bellino. One day, the FBI visits the office demanding the show stop because it creates fear of World War III. Christopher is pleased, but Bellino prevents the shutdown. Meanwhile, Christopher's assistant brings evidence of the dog Hitler killed, hoping to stir hatred against him. People love Hitler now, unlike in 1942 and 1943 when they despised him. Germans now see his value. During a live show, the host asks tough questions, angering Hitler. A video of him killing the dog plays. Everyone is shocked and scared. Hitler threatens the host. "If you say another word, you'll be finished. You'll bow before me." The news spreads like wildfire. Hitler's popularity crashes. The show shuts down. Bellino is fired, and Christopher becomes the new deputy director, exactly as he wanted. Afterwards, Hitler lives in Fabian's house, writing his thoughts in a diary. Time passes slowly. Fabian works at a new studio, but Christopher's news channel declines. He doesn't know what to do. An employee suggests bringing Hitler back for a boost. Christopher agrees and approaches Fabian to make a movie about Hitler, offering to invest, but only for his channel. Fabian agrees and starts working. One day at his girlfriend Rubina's house for dinner, her mother, a Jew, recognizes Hitler and calls him a devil. Hitler tells Fabian in the car, "How are Jews still alive? I killed them all. They have no right to live. They're animals?" Fabian is shocked by such hatred but says nothing. He takes Hitler to the studio for the movie shoot. Fabian asks him to recall everything. How did he get here? Where was he before? He remembers nothing. That night after the shoot, thieves attack Hitler. He says Germany is in this state because of people like you. They beat him and steal everything. In the morning, Hitler wakes in a hospital with a bullet nearby. Fabian rewinds his video and sees Hitler in bushes. He visits the spot, finding gunpowder and a sign indicating a historical bunker. Hitler's bunker. This opens Fabian's mind. He rushes to the hospital and tells everyone. He's the real Hitler, not a fool. But Bellino says Hitler went to the studio. Fabian runs there, points a gun at Hitler and says, "You're real," Hitler confirms. "Yes, I am the one people feared years ago. I never hid my identity." Fabian calls him a monster who killed millions. Hitler responds, "Look at Germany then and now. You have everything but can't fight anyone. I fought many countries alone." Furious, Fabian takes him to the terrace and says, "I'll kill you. Your story ends today." Hitler falls from the terrace. But seconds later, his voice is behind Fabian. "I'll never disappear from Germany's history." He shoots Fabian, and a boom follows. Bellino yells, "Cut, it was a movie shoot." But the man playing Fabian isn't Fabian. He wears a mask. The real Fabian is in a mental asylum, having gone mad after learning Hitler is real. After the movie's success, Bellino takes Hitler everywhere. People smile, take his autograph, and respect him. How did you like the story? Tell us in the comments below. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.